And we are back. You are listening to, of course, the one, the only Captain Controversy in the Revolution, where revolution is in the air, but you don't need to bring a gun. And Justin is joining me. He's still here. And we've got a lot on our minds right now. I still can't get past the fact that just a few minutes before I started my show, I got on Facebook and heard from the Friendly Neighborhood Fascist about his exciting news. All I could say to him was, "About damn time!"
About you too late.
Then again, I'm one to talk. I mean, I haven't. I still haven't. Of course, I haven't had a girlfriend for the past... His mystery woman, the Friendly Neighborhood Fascist, and his mystery woman. I won't... But anyway, yeah, I don't have that. Which is all the more reason... What?
You need to find that.
Yeah, good luck to me. Because even when I do find someone I'm remotely interested in, I'm too much of a pussy.
Or they're crazy.
Oh yeah, the one time that I did... Yeah. Oh yeah. You met her too.
Yep.
See, I would make references, and the Friendly Neighborhood Fascist was never fortunate enough to meet this girl. You did. What were your thoughts?
On her?
Yeah.
That she was nuts.
But hot.
No.
No.
Just nuts. I told you I didn't find her all that attractive. Mm-hmm. I said she was pretty, but nothing special.
Okay. Gotcha. But you know what is special? Penises. They're a nice... They're a magic love machine, the love gun. Every man needs it.
Yeah, but apparently not that much. Apparently mushrooms take priority.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more.
All right. Well, a 41-year-old Columbus, Ohio man is recovering after police said he ripped off his penis on a drug-fueled high in Ypsilanti Township. Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputies found the man naked and screaming after responding to a burglary alarm at Ypsilanti Middle School about 1 a.m. on Tuesday, so it had been last Tuesday.
Okay.
The man was kneeling outside the school, bloody from the waist down, with his genitals ripped off. He said parts of the man's body were transferred to the part with him. I think that means his genitals.
Yeah.
Officers subdued the man for his own safety and called him for an ambulance. Here's a quote from the officer. He said that he wasn't really saying much at all. A lot of screaming. What would you be doing if you... my Okay, I have one question about this. What was he hallucinating? Like, I can only think of one thing. What the fuck is this snake doing down here? I gotta get it off me. It's the only thing I can think of.
Or maybe he thought it was another mushroom.
Maybe, but he ripped it off. Like, I didn't even know you could rip that. That takes
yank hard enough.
Yes, I know, but that takes... You really gotta be careful with masturbation now.
I mean...
You can rip it right off, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, look, the lead singer of Three Dog Night, they're a band from the 70s, famous for the song Joy to the World. Their singer had so much sex. One night when he was having sex, his penis tore in half. The tip of his penis just tore in half, and he had to go to the hospital.
Well, when they got there, apparently all that was left was part of his sack. Part of his sack.
So he basically castrated himself and lost his dick.
Yes.
Well, if the Friendly Neighborhood Fascist were still a virgin, I would offer this man his parts. Because I honestly thought he was never going to use them. Well, I didn't think he even had a desire to use them. But
yeah, apparently.
I'd offer him mine, but I would like to think that eventually I'm going to at least pay for sex if I don't go earn it on my own.
You want to know something messed up?
What?
It's the second time this has happened in Nipsey.
Really?
That someone ripped off their junk.
Okay, what about the other time?
Happened back in, apparently, the 1980s. Someone ripped off their dick.
God! Was it the middle school, too?
I don't know. It just happened in Nipsey. But isn't that nuts? He ripped off his dick.
Nuts.
You're
You're gonna love my nuts.
But I mean, he was just lying on the ground in blood. Next to him, just like any other day, his penis. Not connected. I don't need this anymore. Got my mushrooms. Fuck the world. Like what?
Yeah.
That story. He's gonna have that story if he lives.
He's gonna kill himself.
No, just think about that.
Life is
people
over.
are gonna create people are gonna complain about their lives. He's just gonna look at them and go, "I ripped my dick off."
Can't complain about anything in front of him. I hate people like that. Who have a problem so severe you can't complain about anything.
Not just did he do it, he ripped it off in front of the middle school. So technically,
sex offender registry.
Because he ripped off his dick.
So adding insult to serious injury.
I mean I just didn't know that could happen. I can't imagine pulling so hard on your dick that it rips off. Like. Yeah, I didn't know that you had that human strength.
I mean, there was a woman who once ripped off her husband's dick in a fight.
There was that one story that I told you where she put the dick down the
garbage disposal. We talked about that on an older episode of this show a couple of years ago in the Captain Controversy archives.
Yes,
on my computer.
It's just I can't get over the fact that he ripped it off. I mean, I can't imagine any type of high. Like, what was he hallucinating? I want to know. That's a mystery.
That's why I've always wanted to try a hallucinogen, but then when I hear this story, I'm not so sure.
Because you could hallucinate. It could affect you in a positive way. Or you could think your dick is a snake or another mushroom.
If I thought it was if I thought it was a snake, I wouldn't want to touch it. I'd be running around scared, and no one would know why.
Oh, snake!
Why is his pants down?
Everywhere.
Why are his pants down? Just let him go. He does this every Tuesday. It's a Tuesday thing. Runs around McDonald's.
Only once a week? Well, that's good. At least
that's only at McDonald's.
No.
You go to Burger King on Wednesdays, Taco Bell on Thursdays.
Hey, at least I have a routine.
And Walmart on Fridays.
At least I have a routine.
You do. That's only because that's where your drug dealers are.
Oh, you mean I have one for every I have a different supplier for every day of the week?
You're impressive.
I'm like the Sheldon Cooper of druggies.
Yeah.
I can't buy drugs from you. It's Wednesday.
That's Burger King Day.
That's Burger King Drugs Day. Oh, and I also go to the Quick Stop, from the movie Clerks, and Jay and Silent Bob, they deal out in front of there. I buy drugs from him.
That's just nuts that one day he just took, and he was alone, which is what the cops blame for this. Don't just do drugs, but if you are,
do it with a buddy. Have a buddy system.
But you know what that would have had if they were both high?
They would have ripped off each other's dicks.
Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Ty! Rip off my dick.
Well, why?
It's a snake.
I don't want to touch that.
Fine, I'll do it.
So it still would have happened.
Then I would have ripped yours off. You have a snake too.
Get it off me, I would say.
And then I would just...
He would effectively be responsible for taking away not only his manhood, but mine.
Now I'm just... I mean, I was...
Not that I'm using
You know
mine.
that I'm not a, big-time drug proponent, but I'm not, totally anti. But now it's just that can happen on mushrooms.
Yeah.
I don't see the positive.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't really control what's going to happen when a person hallucinates.
Like, I mean, before...
differently.
I wouldn't personally do it. It's nothing that I want to venture down.
Yeah.
But, when other people did, I got it. It's a hallucinogen. It makes you feel different.
Yeah.
It takes you to a whole new... But now, it's like, is it worth the risk of ripping off... even if it's a 0.1% chance, I don't know if that high is worth that risk. I like my dick. It's useful.
I like to think that, I pee in it, and I ejaculate from it
but eventually
when I pleasure myself. So it serves a purpose. And now, I'm not sure if this is true, but I think I've heard this before. If you lose your penis and go on living, do you just pee out of your asshole?
Well, he didn't lose his penis. They put it back on.
Oh, he got his penis back.
But he's missing one of his balls.
Oh, you made it sound like all he had left was one ball.
Yeah, but I said they took part of it to the hospital. It's sewed back up. It can't get hurt again. He fucked that up.
So he basically can pee out of it, and that's it.
And it's sewed on.
So he basically has a hose for peeing.
Yeah.
He effectively doesn't have a penis.
But they couldn't reattach. Remember, I told you, all he had left was part of his sack. Part. He had one ball.
I wonder what made him decide that part of his sack was worthy of surviving.
I think he just went to rip it off. I think he ripped his sack in half.
And did he snap out of his delusional high after he tore off his part?
Well, he was on the ground screaming.
But was he still high, screaming about something?
I think he was still high, but I think the pain.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the max. I mean, think about getting hit in the balls with a punch. How much that hurts, or a ball. I mean, that hurts. Now think about that, just ripping it. I feel like that's the number one pain. Like, when women complain about pregnancy, I can go ask that guy from Ipsy. He can tell me how it feels. Because he ripped off his junk. I feel like it's about the same level. If not worse.
It's got to be worse than labor.
I mean, that is just... I wonder if he's done. I hope he's done with hallucinogens.
I think he's done leaving his house. I don't think he's going to do anything anymore, ever.
I don't know if I'd leave. I don't know if I'd want to live
I'd
anymore.
kill him. That's what I said earlier. He's going to kill himself. The guy's going to kill himself.
The other guy that
life
did
is
in the
over.
80s is still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Apparently.
What's he doing now?
No idea. They say he's still alive.
Oh, okay.
So he survived is basically the point of the...
He sure has one hell of a story to tell at the bar. He's probably that creep who sits in the corner and speaks up. And you go, "Oh yeah? You think that's something? Well, there was a time when I lost my Willie." But
I mean, it's just so... to go. Because I know at one point he was feeling good. Because he went... His house was... Where he got the shrooms and took them was like 5 blocks away. So he walked 5 blocks before just ripping off his dick. I want to know how that high escalated. Like, did he go from seeing dragons and shit to... I need to rip off my junk?
I can't... I have no idea.
Like, I can't even imagine the pain or the idea of... That is your manhood. That is what makes you a man. He's essentially a woman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, only with no vajayjay or no fun, nothing to look at.
But I mean, he can't have sex, can't masturbate, can't get hard. He has one ball.
Hopefully
kind of pointless now.
He probably lost it. Well, when you effectively lose your balls, you also lose your desire, Caster. I think. Or you might not lose your desire if you know what that used to feel like.
I wonder if his voice...
like this.
Probably. Man. God, if I could get an interview with him, I would die a happy journalist.
Like,
really, no?
Like his life.
Put him on the list with Jan Terry. Those are the people I need to talk to.
Like, he lived 41 years. And now at year 41...
So he'll remember what sex was like.
Yeah.
So the desire's not going to be gone.
No.
But I can't get hard! He could take 10 Viagras. Doesn't matter.
My question is, are they keeping his other ball? His sack was ripped in half.
Ooh.
So one ball was lost. The other one was somehow still connected to the sack. Are they gonna... It's pointless, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they would surgically just remove the entire sack.
You know what? I don't think we have the answers, but in a couple minutes... I'm going to introduce our audience to someone who has the answers to every question.
Oh, gosh.
Dale is going to be making an appearance after I play you this quick 2-minute song. When Dale comes in, I'm going to ask him for his thoughts on everything we've talked about so far. And then we're going to dive into an issue about 19 surveys that prove that a large chunk of the population is made of totally clueless sheeple. So it's basically going to be Dale for the next 45 minutes of airtime. After this, we'll be right back.
You don't want to miss it.
by myself in tribes of travel. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Until my arm in darkness, she stands right and follow me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whispers of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. And until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Oh, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Forget the Beatles version. That just took it to school. You know, Dale, you sang in that choir. You...
Many times.
No.
And that's actually me singing. That was back in my heyday.
You actually carried the tune, though. You stayed in the same key. I mean, you sounded terrible, but...
I don't know
I always
how
thought you
to
were tone
change
deaf.
keys. That's why. I don't have the proper equipment.
Oh, and what would the proper equipment be?
You would need a doodle to change your voice gasket in the middle of the song.
I would have never come up with that. That's absolutely brilliant. Now, Dale, it is my understanding that before you joined, you were listening to myself and Justin discuss everything that's going on. I want to get your thoughts on both of the
I was
subjects.
eating all your food and took a dump in your toilet.
Okay.
By the way, I need a new one.
Well, that goes without saying. You're gonna have to get it. You're gonna have to buy it for me.
But I don't have any money.
Oh, I'm sure you have money somewhere.
I have 25 Monopoly dollars.
Well, that's just not gonna cut it.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna need 50 Captain Controversy dollars.
But those are worth 5,000 Monopoly dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
But I stink at Monopoly.
Yeah. You're gonna have to take notes and get better.
Okay.
Read up on the rules.
But I don't read or write too good.
Well, that's not my problem.
Great! Great! I need to win at Monopoly. What the hell am I gonna do?
Well, for now, you can just give me thoughts on the issues that I was talking about earlier in the
right.
show. There was a man who tripped out on mushrooms and basically yanked off his penis. Dale, what would you do without a penis?
Well, I'd probably go on killing sprees. 'Cause if I can't rape, I gotta get away with something.
That is true.
Either that or I would just, hump them and act like... Or I'd put a stick there. Then I'd always be hard.
This man has a rap sheet larger than every sexual predator known to man. And he has gotten away with every single crime.
I have. Cops don't mess with me. They feed me donuts.
Yeah, and milk.
Well, that's how I do my raping. Without no milk, nothing comes out of there. It's like a desert.
But what about sperm?
That's milk.
But that's for. But see. Sperm is something that you use to have sex. Milk is something you use for breakfast.
No. Orange juice is for breakfast. Milk is sperm.
No. You can.
That's why when you're a baby, you drink milk.
Look.
So you can add up more sperm.
No. You can have orange juice anytime you want, but
you
milk
can't.
is for breakfast.
No, because then if I run out of orange juice, how the hell am I getting up?
Maybe it'd be better if you didn't get up.
No. Then how would I do my raping and drink my milk? See? It all goes back to the orange juice.
But why not have the milk in the morning to fuel yourself up before you go out and do your thing?
Are you gonna bring my milk to my bed?
I'm not. Maybe your mom will.
No, because I would need orange juice too. I don't get up if I don't. You're not getting it.
The key to stopping Dale, everyone. Raid his refrigerator, get rid of the orange juice, and the rape will stop.
It'll never stop.
If you don't have orange juice, you won't be able to get up. You just said that. You just told everybody how to stop you.
I have minions. They'll bring me women.
Who?
Mikey Parcell.
Who the hell is that?
I call him Little M&M. And he brings me women when I don't feel like getting up. And he pushes down on them on top of me and basically does the raping for me.
But doesn't that defeat the purpose?
No, I'm still getting some. And sometimes he videotapes it and he'll show his brother.
Well, another place where you could get a lot is in prison. And one particular NFL player, you're a football fan, right, Dale?
My favorite player is the guy from Green Bay. Behind Brett Favre.
Oh, well, Brett Favre retired 5 years ago.
No, the guy that was better than him.
Aaron Rodgers?
No, the nigger.
Oh,
Ackley
Smith?
Yeah, he's the best. Because he can make...
You better be careful with what words you use. You know Paula Deen lost her show from Food Network for allegedly using racial slurs. You just... you better watch your mouth.
You don't tell me what to do.
Oh, but this is my show.
You can't be shut down. This is
You can
Spreaker.
run around... Look, Dale. You can run around the world and rape as many people as you want, but you come into my studio and use the N-word, that's when we have a problem.
But I'm down.
And I'm Ty.
You're right. My point is invalid.
Yeah. Exactly. But what are your thoughts on the Aaron Hernandez situation?
He fucked up. You should use the Dale clause.
What's the Dale clause?
Say your name is Dale. You'll get out with anything.
You really think they'll buy it?
He looks just like me.
Really?
I'm a little prettier than him, and
You're bigger, too.
I'm much
A lot
stronger.
more of you to
Much
love.
stronger.
You're sure about that? Much
I
stronger
could
than
take him. I did take him.
Oh,
Back
really?
in the draft room. He was with the Detroit Blue Wings, and we were getting ready to interview him. And
You were going to interview him. You were an executive for this football team.
I had an important question.
Oh, I know what this question is. Go ahead, tell our listeners. What was this question?
I had to ask, are you ovulating?
Oh, that wasn't going to be my guess. I was going to guess, do you like Chubba Bubba?
I asked that after.
Ah,
Obviously that has to be it.
do you like Chubba Bubbas or Skinny Minis? To which he replied,
I don't know how to respond to that. And then I said, close enough. And then his response to all you ovulating was, I'm a man. And
that's not relevant, though, you probably told him.
I said, that doesn't matter. I've had my milk. And he said, me too, and I was like, that's irrelevant. I'm going in.
To which he was probably confused.
He was. Then I asked him, would you like the chair or the couch? He said, there is no couch. And I said, there is no chair either. So we did it on the floor.
Sounds like you prepared him for what to expect when he goes to prison.
I kinda did. The only problem is he'll never get anyone as sexy as me.
But would you say that you did him a favor?
Yeah. But I even told him my secret.
And what's that?
My secret is if you destroy all the evidence except for half of it.
And why? Why do you want to leave half the evidence behind?
For your scrapbook. To prove you got away with it.
Why would you want to prove that you got away with it?
To get the bitches.
Yes.
But he messed up. He deleted 49% of it.
That's why he's in trouble.
Exactly.
He didn't delete it quite enough.
If he would have deleted the 1% where he said hello to his daughter, that would have proven.
That was part of the evidence?
But I think so. See, it was okay that he walked into his house in the texts because that would be good for a scrapbook. And if it's good for a scrapbook, the cops can't take it.
Really? When did this become a law?
The scrapbook law of 2027.
So, you're saying it's a retroactive law then?
Yes. I came up with it when George W. Bush was raping the country.
He did do.
Being president.
It took him forever to finish, too. I mean, he probably had to see a doctor after that.
He saw me, and I told him, here's some milk. Get back to work.
Nice.
It's also what I told Bill Clinton when he said, I don't know if I should do this. My response was, here's some milk. Now go do this.
You're there for everybody.
I was there for Casey Anthony. I was there for Bill Clinton and George Bush, Barack Obama, the guy from Ohio, George Zimmerman, Peyton Manning in all those playoff games. I was also there for Jose Valverde.
He being a really bad pitcher.
I told him,
don't know.
if you towel and throw it down the middle of the plate every time, you're bound to get many outs. Eventually.
How is he not a coach?
I am.
Oh, yeah?
I coach my son's baseball league.
How many sons do you have?
Are you talking about prospective or proven?
Proven.
Well, we couldn't afford DNA testing, so I just did a simple test. I said, would you like some milk? All of them said yes. I said, you're mine.
Oh, yeah, because only Dale, an offspring of Dale, would like milk.
Well, then after that, I asked, do you know what Chubba Bubba means?
Yeah. We gotta take a break. Everybody hang tight. Coming back in a few minutes, Dale and I are going to discuss 19 surveys which prove that a large chunk of the population is made up of totally clueless sheep.
That's
Dale
right.
being one of them.
What?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
Maybe that's for the best.
You're probably right.
We'll be back.